dinner. I see you. What's up, Maggie? ¿Cómo estás? Always. All right. No, you ask us questions. I'll ask you guys questions later. Hola, papacito. ¿Cómo estás? You look nice today. Gracias, Catalina. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to get into the questions. Again, if I miss your guys' comments, it's not because I'm trying to miss them on purpose. It's because I'm trying to focus. Need your P.O. box to send you something. I'll probably put it in my links. So stay tuned. Remind me. All right, let me get into the questions. All right, hold on. All right. Would you date a woman 20 years older or for casual S? Just asking. Just asking, not for me. That's not asking just for me. Would I do it? I don't know because I'm 36 right now. So that would be like what 46, 56. I don't know. I've never been in that situation. You know, like I've never had a 56-year-old woman be like, "Yo, daddy, what's up? Hey, gracias, blessed." Or let's see, it would be 36, 26, 16. Hell no. A 16-year-old? Fuck no. I like to stay like within they got to be older than 30, right? Just because I always say this, like I want a girl who's experienced life, meaning like has been like through heartbreaks, has been like worked, you know, all this stuff because you can have more mature conversations and hopefully they're a little bit more mature, you know? So like that's why I tend to date somebody over 30 just because of that because when they're under 30 sometimes they're still in their party phase, but it totally depends. But 20 years older than me, I don't know. I've never been presented with that like that opportunity, right? We always say like, "Oh no, oh yeah," but then when you actually get presented the opportunity, you're then that's when you know what you'll do, right? Here at 44, see, there's nothing. What's up? Like I knock out a 44. You know what I mean? 36, 44 sounds just about right. uh, but but like I said, like you really don't know how you're going to react until like it actually happens. Like I remember I was talking to a girl, she was 42. So just saying. In a situation with a coworker for 2 years, but recently been talking to another coworker, gone out for drinks, and he took a shot with me. We've kissed a few times, and I'm starting to develop feelings for him as well. And I don't know what to do about my situationship and the new guy. Girl, first of all, my advice is going to be just avoid work because it's going to turn messy. It's going to get crazy. Like don't shit where you eat just because like what if it doesn't work out? Now it's awkward with this dude and that dude, you know, or that other dude. It's just going to be awkward. Like if you're talking to this other dude, you see how it just gets all messy. But if you're going to do it at work, because at the end of the day, you're an adult, you're going to do whatever you want, at least tell him. Be like, hey, like I started hanging out with this guy too. I kind of vibe with him a little bit more, and then I'm gonna see where this goes. You know, don't just like ghost him and then just be with this other dude because he's gonna be like, what the fuck happened here? If you communicated with, yeah, it'll probably still hurt his feelings, but you know, at least you told him. That way, like if he does see you with the other person, he knows. But most importantly, the moral of this story is don't mess with people at work. All right, next question. All right, situationship for 9 years. He don't want a real, but always confuses me. But because it's not all S, he loves to take me out and nice dates. Other days loves to get fancy rooms to hook up when we have this place or mine, which we do. So why spend? He don't have no one else. I know this because we're on the phone 24/7. Just because you're on the phone 24/7 with this person doesn't mean there's nobody else. Just because maybe he's not talking to his wife or his girlfriend because they're not like really talking. And it kind of sounds like you're in a situationship placeholder because if he doesn't want a real relationship with you, but you guys are going here and hooking up, of course he's going to take you here, there if he's bored or has nobody else to take. But he clearly said he doesn't want nothing real with you, meaning like he doesn't want a relationship with you. So if you catch him with another girl, then guess what? It's not his problem, you know, like it's like if you caught him with another girl, he's just gonna say you guys aren't together, right? So if you don't want a situationship, if you don't want somebody, like especially for yeah 9 years, girl, come on. All right, next question. Thoughts on insecure men following a lot of girls on Instagram? Automatic turn off. Now, I'm gonna play both sides here. Okay, if a guy is single, let him do his thing. If he's liking people's photos, following models, like whatever the case may be, let him do single stuff. Okay, let the guy be single. Now, if he's with you, like if you guys are a thing, now that becomes a problem. He shouldn't be liking. Let me take this off because like I keep hearing myself. Like he shouldn't be liking and following other girls, commenting on other girls' stuff because that's disrespectful for you. So imagine if you were to do it to other people, now it's a problem, right? Now it's gonna be like, okay, like what? Why are you liking this guy's photos? You know, you're cheating on me, and so on and so forth. So he needs to respect that. You need to tell him that you don't like that, and that if he's not gonna change his ways, that you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna match his energy because you going and liking and following guys is what he's doing, but just with females. You know, is my voice changing? I don't think so. I mean, everything. Let me see what's turned on. The mic is turned on. No, everything should be running right. Well, hopefully it sounds good. It sounded good on my phone when I brought up the live. Uh, like go ahead in those chicks photos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's a problem, tell him it's a problem. You know, and if he doesn't want to fix it, then obviously you got to do what you got to do. So, I would match the energy, to be honest, 100% honest. You good? I like your flannel. Gracias. I appreciate you guys. But again, if they're single, let them do single things. Like, if you guys are getting like more serious or actually in a relationship, he needs to have a little bit more respect for you because how would he like it if you're going and liking guys' photos and following guys, right? So, next question. All right. PSA, gentlemen, start dating the women that like you. She will grow in you instead of the woman that doesn't show zero interest or effort. Now, this goes for men and women. Like, if you guys need to pay attention, guys and females, to the person that you're talking to, like, if they're putting in actions to you. Like, I always say that I like to feel that a girl is also putting in effort. If a girl's not putting in effort, or if I don't feel like she's also reciprocating the effort, I dip out. Like that's just it. Like I dip out. Like that's a no for me, dog. Right? But if if they're both matching the energy, then of course. But there's some people. Clearly, we all know those one people that keep chasing that one person when clearly they're not interested. Like sometimes they're chasing this guy. Like, oh, he'll change. I really want him. He gives me like little breadcrumbs that he says we're gonna be a thing. Absolutely the fuck not, right? Stop chasing those. And same with girls. Like, don't be chasing girls like that. I don't be chasing girls like that. If they make me chase or anything like that, later, dog. Like, go have somebody else like chase you. No, I got too much shit to do. All right, next question. All right. I love to wear a thong under my dress when my man has easy access all the time. He can have it when I'm driving, in dressing rooms, restaurants, under the table, getting into the truck, pull over on the side of the road, wherever, whenever, and I can give it to him, give him a show too, and feed him myself. Now, girl, okay. I see you, girl. I see you, girl. See, and this is how it should be, right? Like you should be able to do freaky stuff for your partner. And I always say, like, when a girl's wearing like a dress, a small dress, like that's easy access to like a quick, you know, a quickie, a here and there. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to like, how should I say this? Like, if you can pull a quick, like, boom, dressing room, bah, let's go. You know, here, real quick, boom, where you're not supposed to, adrenaline through the roof. Okay, so and when you give a guy a show too like that, oh girl. Like if I see you wearing a small dress or something like that, and then you're like kind of like let me peek and let me see, kind of teasing me, girl, we're pulling over and we are doing something ASAP because my ass is turned on and we need to fix this problem. Okay. I have a problem and we need to fix it. And see, and that's how like relationships should be. They should be like where you guys are trying to like be all freaky and things like that. Like I always say, like the more fun you can have, the better the relationship you're gonna have too, right? So just saying. Next question. Men date the women that, oh no, we already read that one. My bad. Sorry. Friends with benefit situation live a little over an hour from each other and each have primary care of our kids, which makes coordinating difficult. It's been very one-sided on the finishing, and the girl needs to finish to walk away, ask for more, take charge, and sit on his face. No, absolutely not, girl. You're going out of first of all, okay, you need to get a babysitter. You need to figure out that. You need to get a babysitter. They need to get a babysitter. They need to you guys need to coordinate times. And not just that, it's an hour away, right? You're driving an hour away and then an hour back to not finish? Like, come on now, girl. At that point, you could save all this money, but just buying a rose on Amazon and then just using that. You know, especially if you're not finished, it's gonna do better for you. Like you're gonna have a better result at the end of the day. Like if you driving an hour for like más o menos, you know, like and not even finishing, and you couldn't find anyone closer, like 10 minutes away. Like I could see you driving 10 minutes away, it didn't turn out, and like yeah, whatever. Like I'm still getting some, right? But an hour away just for you to leave disappointed each time, and then all the planning that goes before that, because you have to take care of babysitter, find time to go like match his schedule. He needs to find a babysitter. Come all that work just not to finish. Miss me with that shit. Like imagine like if I drove somewhere and then the girl she finished and all of a sudden like she's just like, all right, thank you. Oh girl, I would never drive over there again. Ever. I'd be like, what the fuck is this? All right, next question. What does it mean if my husband asks for a threesome, but he says that with guy to satisfy me? I don't know if it's a trick question, see if I do it or if it's for real, or for him to continue cheating comfortably now. As a husband for a threesome, but he says with a guy. Oh, I think I think that he's into seeing girls mess with you, right? Or not girls, but guys. Another guy rearranging your guts, right? Another guy like plowing you, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, right? And if you're not comfortable with that, I would not do it, you know. And like people are saying, like you said, trick question. That's his fault if he tricks you into it, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. That's his fault. No, don't bring it up because I guarantee you, if and that could be too that he's like, hey, let's include another guy, and then he eventually is gonna be like, let's include another girl, you know. So if you're not comfortable with it, hell no. Like if I was dating a girl and she's like, hey, we should include another guy, I'd be like, fuck no. Like hell no. Straight up, I'd be like, no. Like I ain't doing that. Like another girl now, okay, that's a different story, but another guy, absolutely not. I am not gonna play swords with this man. I am not gonna fight over a hole with this man. I am like, imagine it just like brushes up against you. I'd be like, bro, like, back the fuck up. Like, why are you so close to me? You know, like we ain't having none of that. Like, imagine like here's another weird scenario, right? Like, say you're doing it from the behind, right? Like on the in the like doggy, right? And then he's getting some from the other side. Like, do you guys just stare at each other? Like, hey, nice job, bro. Like, she's doing amazing. She's taking all of it. She's taking both of us at the same time. No, absolutely the fuck not. Like, we're not, like, it's already, like, I feel weird when I have to go, like, take a piss in the bathroom and there's a dude next to me. Like, I'm always like, nope, come on. And it's even worse when they don't have the little stalls either. Like, that shit is whack. Because now you're just like, you know, if you go like this, like that's a no-no in the guy's bathroom, right? So now you're just supposed to like for all you know, you could be like pissing all over the place too. So shit's wild. So that's a no for me, dog. But if you're comfortable with it and it's something that you wanted to try, then go for it. That's all I'm saying. The fuck no threw me off. All right, next question. I hate when men say peace has a smell to it, but by the way, I'm a doctor. It's normal. It has a smell. The pussy is cleaning itself out unless it's a very horrible smell and an infection. Okay. Whoever said it smelt bad is fucking stupid. It smells delicious. That's the aroma that comes out of there, especially when the juices are coming out. Girl, give me all of that. And I like my beard and everything to smell like you. So like all the juices that come out and get all no. Whoever said it smells bad, his junk probably smells bad, right? Because again, I get it. Like if people get a little musty because you be doing things, you be sweating a little bit, and I get it. Sometimes it gets a little musty. Maybe the one time he went down on you, you were a little musty down there. Say you just hit the gym. Say you just, you ran a few laps or something. Like say you were running around the kitchen, okay? Like sometimes it may feel like it may get a little musty down there, right? But that's why you hit the shower. Okay, you guys can hit the shower. Hey, let's shower real quick separate. Like I don't know why you would do it separate, but you could do it together. That's where it starts, right? It starts in the shower and then goes to the bedroom and then you got to shower again, right? So whoever said that it smelled bad, no, because even it happens to guys too. I'm pretty sure a lot of you girls have smelled this one dude, and you're just like, damn, it's a little musty down there, right? It happens, right? And I'm sure it happens to girls too. But that's why quick little shower or go to the bathroom real quick and hand something, like clean it up real quick. You know what I mean? So it smells amazing. Okay, ladies, I don't want you. There was that one situation where I did the whole cookie smell saga. Okay, like if you guys missed those videos, you missed a good time, right? But I'll kind of like break it down. So what happened was, right, I was like obviously being intimate with this girl, right? Everything was going great. I was like, I knew it was going down. It's been a minute since I've been talking to this girl. Boom, unbuckle the pants. You know when you start pulling them off, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden, like, I get a whiff, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck is that? Like I'm like, that smells odd. I was like, is it my breath? Is it like me? I started thinking of all these things, but like still going with the motion because I don't want to throw anything off. Because if you throw something off, right, then like it just ruins the mood. You're not trying to ruin the mood at that point, right? And then like it just got worse. Like after I took the panties out, like it just got worse, and I'm like, ugh. And then okay, like this is why you guys come here, because I have no filter and I'll talk about anything and I don't get embarrassed. Okay, so I'll just put that. Uh, I still kept going because I was like, maybe it's not that bad. It'll go away. Like, definitely not going down on her, right? But then I couldn't. Like, it just smelled so bad that I was to the point where, like, I kind of spit on her a little bit, making that seem like I finished. Got and took off, and never messaged her back. No, none of that, because that shit was stinking. That was bad. Like, and then I was traumatized. Everyone's like, hey, like all this other stuff about her. No, what about me? What about the PTSD that I went through? Okay. Like after that, like I was afraid to be intimate with the girl because the fear of pulling her pants down again and then all of a sudden like getting hit with that in the face again. Absolutely the fuck not. I was traumatized for a good little while. I was traumatized, that it took me a minute. It took me a minute to get back in the game after that one. Okay, because trust me, like stop feeling bad for her. Start feeling bad for me. Okay, like don't feel. I didn't come to find out. I think something was going on with her down there. Some of you girls explained it. I didn't get anything afterwards because I definitely went to go get tested after that shit because I was like, fuck this. This bitch gave me fucking something. Like the world is gonna end. But no, it was just, I think she had some issues going on with something, and that was an absolute, like, never again. Traumatized. What if she's watching this live? Funny story, if you actually watch the videos, she ended up watching one of the videos, and I never said her name in it, kept it, obviously didn't talk about no name, that way people couldn't associate. If people knew who it was, then, so be it, right? She actually messaged me saying that if I kept talking about it, like she was gonna make some sort of video like outing me or something like that. And I'm like, bitch, come out with a video, because then everybody is gonna know. I was like, these videos went viral, so everyone's asking who it is. I was like, please come out with the video so everyone can see who stinky fucking freaking, what did I call it at the time? I forgot what I called it, but see whose dirty cat that was. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely she didn't do it, but she did see it. And then afterwards, she didn't come out with the video because I stayed watching. I was like, stay vigilant, just in case she did come out with a video. That way I can be like, boom, look, this is her. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Then after that, I blocked her because I was like, you have no business watching my shit if you're just gonna send me stupid video, or not videos, but messages saying like, hey, stop talking about me. So yeah, so see, this is why you guys come here, because I'm not afraid to talk about these things. Some guys would have been like, shit, fuck that, never happened to me. never. No, absolutely not. I was traumatized. I'm still now thinking about it. I'm kind of getting like some PT. My heart is beating right now. My heart is beating. Getting PTSD from that, like it's a real thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna be afraid. Next time I get with the girl, I'm gonna be like, oh, uh-oh, you know. Anyways, next question. Moving on. All right. I've been talking for 5 months. Esting booty call. He has asking out. He has asking out, but I refuse because I know he wants to be intimate. S. How can I pop the question if he doesn't have an STD, other transmitted disease, without offending my question? I'm into this guy, but please be consciente de enfermedades. Please keep me anonymous. Well, you are anonymous. So it's okay to ask a girl, or not a girl, a guy, to go get tested and show you the results. Nothing wrong with that. You're looking out for yourself. If they don't want to get tested, they're the problem. Something's going on with them. Like something's going on with them that they don't want you to know. So if they don't want to do it, don't do anything with them. And don't be afraid to be like, hey, like if we're gonna hook up, I need you to go to get a test and show me the results. I've been asked for that. And I was like, oh, I wish I had a piece of paper or something. But I was just basically, here you go. Clear. But it was on the phone. It was on the phone, but like legit. I was like, look, here, it says I'm good, it says we're clean. Let's go. Let's get this popping. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that just makes the girl like, oh, okay, like let's do this. And FYI, like she's more likely to go raw, just saying. You know what I mean? Like she won't make you work, But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask them if they need to be, like, if you're gonna be intimate. Don't be afraid to ask for the STD results. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, you're trying to be safe. You're trying to be protective. And if the guy doesn't want to do it for you, that's their problem, and that's a red flag. Or if they said they went to go get tested and they can't show you the results, they might be dirty, buddy. Just saying. All right, next question. Keep me like you guys know this is anonymous, right? Keep me anonymous. Been in a relationship for 5 years. It's been going downhill due to him slacking off and being romantic and not trying anymore. I've been having S with someone I've known for 18 years, and the S has been great. He says I'm worthy and he wants to try dating. Now, that happens. Like after a period of time, people tend to grow apart. Like if you guys don't both keep trying, like that shit happens. Right? That's why you guys got to keep trying. Date nights, keep things spicy, because if you don't, shit goes downhill. Trust me, it's happened to me too. 7.5 year relationship because we weren't trying. We tried implementing date night too late. We tried doing all this stuff way too late, right? Before, like the relationship was done, and we waited too late. So I get that, like, but just because you're messing with this other dude doesn't mean you're actually into him. This is where rebounds happen, because you like the feelings he's making you feel, wanted, flirting with you, sexy, like all these things. He's making you feel this way. So now you're liking those feelings. You're not necessarily liking him. You're liking how he's making you feel, because afterwards, after a while, because trust me, I've been the rebound. There's been girls who were the rebound. And you're just like, I really don't like her like that. It was just more of I like how this situation felt, but I'm not really into him like that. And that happens. So you just got to be careful with it's usually the next person. Usually the next person that you start talking to, especially after a relationship that was a little longer, right? So you just got to be careful. Don't be the rebound. And if you feel like the rebound, trust your gut feeling, because you probably are the rebound, right? I would not want to feel like a rebound, because trust me, I was the rebound at one point, and that shit fucking sucked, right? Because now you like really want this person, like you think it's gonna go good, but they're just like, they're hot and cold with you, and then she ended up going back with her ex. So Little Miss Texas, thank you, gracias. I appreciate you guys for the gifts. Thank you guys for all the gifts. I'm glad you guys love these questions. We always have fun when we do these questions. That's why I love doing them with you guys. So that's why I said, like, every Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But we don't do the questions every time. But since I got a shit ton of questions, I'm probably going to go live both days next week too, because we got a shit ton of questions. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We're just gonna go through and answer them all. Then we're just gonna go through and answer them all. All right, next question. Hey, thank you, Cynthia, for all the gifts. I see you, girl. I see you. I miss the guy, but I never going to tell him we don't talk no more. Yeah, yeah. That's the best thing you can do. Keep that to yourself because telling that person, like an ex or something like that, that you miss them, you're opening all the wrong doors. Opening all the wrong doors, and like you're just also opening that door to get hurt again. I'll tell you that right now. Because what happens if you guys get intimate and then like you think he tells you, oh yeah, it's gonna work, and then all of a sudden he dips out again, right? No. And I get it. Sometimes you do miss that person because especially if you've been with somebody for a long time, you miss having them around, you miss talking to them, you miss take like the funny things that you would do, the intimate things that you guys would do. I get it. You miss people, right? But sometimes it's better just to keep it right here. Don't need to tell them. Don't need to tell them. Like sometimes we need to know when to shut the fuck up, okay? Because sometimes some people don't know how to shut up, and then they'll go and tell them, and then you just open this door, peeled this wound open, back open, ripped off those stitches, and then here we go again. So definitely keep it to yourself. Don't go saying I miss you on there, okay? So and then also sorry if I'm not paying attention to your guys' comments, just because I am live on IG and TikTok. So and when we do the questions, I don't pay attention to the comments because I lose train of thought and I forget what the question was. So just FYI, I'm just letting y'all know. Okay. Next question. Friends with Benefits sends me crazy erotic texts and D-pics. I end up getting a hotel so that he can do all them things. Asked me once, and called it a day. Got me so mad, but he's still heavy on my mind. Should I let this go? Oh, girl, let it go. Let it go. Like he let it build up. Like he was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. And then you even got a room. Like, so you wouldn't be bugged by anybody. You wouldn't have people coming over. You wouldn't have like a kid run in. You didn't have to worry about the kids. You didn't have to worry about his place either. You got a place for him just to like do it in the booty real quick. And then he's like, all right, cool, I'm good. And then that's it. You're gonna do that again? Like you want to do that again? After that, I would like if obviously like if a girl was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then we showed up and she just lays there, I'd be like, yeah. This is a no for me, dog. So because what makes you think he's gonna get better? Like, is that what you think, that he's just gonna be like, oh my god, like I'm so much better now? No, absolutely fucking not. Take it as a lesson learned, and then let's not do the same thing twice, right? If they did it one time, they're probably gonna do it again. So I would say pass, pass, and find somebody else. Get a room with somebody else, right? Excuse me, hold on, I'm getting a little parched. All right, next question. All right, after months of couples therapy, my husband continues to not meet needs both emotionally and physically. When we have S, it's all about him and that's it. I'm honestly tired of it. I don't want to be in this marriage anymore, but the only reason I stay is because of our kids. What else can I do? No, absolutely do not stay for the kids, because like a lot of people make that mistake. If you guys tried like therapy, counseling, and all this, and it doesn't work, girl, it's time to make that decision and leave. Staying for the kids is not going to do anything, but because wouldn't you want them to see two separate happy homes instead of this like toxic environment? No. And then most of the time the kids say that I wish my mom would have just left, right? I get it. You're trying to keep this family thing together, but obviously it's not working out. You're not getting what you want from him. He's not fulfilling you physically, emotionally, and all these things that he said that he was going to do. He's not doing it, right? Like, how much more time are you going to waste with this person? There's somebody out here that will do those things for you. You just haven't found them because you're dealing with this dude who's not doing them for you. So my recommendation, if you've done the therapy, told them, counseling, all that, and it's still not working, gotta go, buddy. Sorry, like you've done what you can. Clearly on his end, he's over this. He's really not putting in any effort into it. And that should be all you need. Like, say no more. Be like, I get it. I'm out. So I know it's gonna suck. It's not as easy as it sounds. It's just like, oh, just leave, right? I know it's a little bit more emotional, a lot more stuff goes into it, but trust me, two happy homes is better than one toxic one. So just think about that. You're gonna have to make a tough decision because clearly he's not gonna leave. Like most of the time, it's the woman who has to leave before something happens. So yeah, and he'll just be comfortable there. He'll just be like, all right, we good. Like she ain't going anywhere. She's right there. She said to fix it, but I'm still here. So you're letting him get away with all this stuff. So it's clearly, he knows he can get away with it. So, all right. So again, live on IG and TikTok. So if I don't get to your comments, I am sorry. Next question. Hubby and I have been together since we were in the teens, over 20 years now, and S is not all that. He comes or feels like he's coming, like coming into it, and we stay still like 95% of the time to keep him from. I usually have toys to come back, but behind his back, so he doesn't get all hurt. No, girl, there is stuff that he can wear that's going to help him last a little bit longer. And if he feels like he's going to finish, pull the fuck out, have him do stuff to you, and then like once that feeling goes away, boom, right back in there. Like that's what you got to do, and you got to tell him, and don't be afraid to tell him that you're using toys. Like, be like, you're not fulfilling me, so I have to go get these toys to finish the job that you're not doing. And then even like have him again. Another thought: have him include the toy, like include the toys while you guys like are being intimate. You never know, he might like playing with you, like with whatever you're using, right? So and I like to include toys because it just enhances the experience, right? I never like, oh, let's use this because the feeling of me not fulfilling her for some reason. No, absolutely not. I just want to make everything better. Because imagine like plugging up two holes, right? And then doing some other stuff. Because the more like stimulation going on is a lot, it just makes the experience a lot better, right? So there's absolutely nothing wrong with including outside help, if you will, right? So nothing wrong with that. And you should tell him that you want to include this stuff, or just tell him straight up, hey, I need you to like finish me off, buddy. Like we've done you for so many years. Like it's time to think about yourself too, girl. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. Next question. Men smell what? Men smell but never told him that he smelled my cat from his finger and say it has a smell to it, but I'm clean. Oh, see, no. This is the second time this question has came up today. If they don't like it, if they complain about the smell, which absolutely smells delicious, right? Smells amazing. Like I've said it before, like I want my beer to be covered in it. I want it to smell. I want like after we're done, like I could still smell all them juices all over. Okay. And he wants to stick a finger and then be just no, I'm pretty sure his thing fucking stinks. You know what I mean? Like it's usually the ones that have like the fucking that are like super picky are the ones that are probably stink. You know what I mean? Like he probably like doesn't even take care of himself down there. Doesn't keep it all trimmed up or anything like that. And he's the first one to complain, right? Oh dang, it's it's smelly down. No, absolutely the fuck not. And again, we talked about it. It can happen when things are going on down there. We already talked about my story. We don't need to get back into that, but the cooking smell saga, it's linked on my TikTok if you guys want to go watch all the videos. It can happen. Like sometimes like people got some issues going on, but is it that? No. Do cats have a certain like smell to them? Absolutely. So do guys things. There's nothing wrong with that. They all have it has a beautiful smell, ladies. Like if a guy ever tells you it smells funky down there, he's the one that smells funky and he needs to grow the fuck up. Okay. That's not the man for you. Just slide in the DM so I can slide in you and I can take care of you, girl. I got you. Don't worry about that. All right, next question. How do you know if your BF is keeping you as a placeholder? That's pay attention to his actions. Like, first of all, is he even trying to put you in a relationship? Like, is he trying to be like, hey, like, talk to you about serious things, like a future with you, actually putting labels on you guys? Because if he says, oh, let's just go with the flow, Let's see where things go. And if you guys have been over at least 6, 7, 8 months, you guys still over, no labels, no exclusivity, nothing like that, and nothing, girl, you might just be a placeholder. And usually they have a placeholder because, and trust me, you'll feel like the placeholder. Obviously, you ask this question because you're probably feeling like the placeholder, right? And so you just don't feel like you're their priority, and you'll know when you're their priority because you'll feel it. You'll feel it based off their actions. So if you don't feel like you're their priority, either talk to them, see what's going on, because the one thing that you don't want to do is waste so much time with this person just to come to find out you were the placeholder. Because say he finds somebody he does want to be with, he can easily just be like, all right, we're out. And you're like, what the hell? We've been together for like a year and a half and he dipped out, right? Or something like that. Excuse me. So if you feel like you're a placeholder, trust your gut feeling, talk to him, figure that shit out, okay? All right, next question. I've been messing around with a 23-year-old and I am 35. When we get down and dirty, I am a very sexual person. When I get on top, he starts to go soft while he's on top, or I'm going down on it, he's hard. Also, he doesn't go down on me, and I've had like 2 orgasms only. Is it time to let loose? Absolutely. Especially like if he doesn't get himself fixed. Okay, like if he's got a limpy, right? He needs to go get himself checked. And fellas, okay, I know there's some guys in here. There's nothing wrong with it. As you get older, things happen. Your hormones change, testosterone levels change, medication changes you. Like, it's okay. What's not okay is going around showing everybody you're Mr. Limpy, right? Like, we don't do that. Go get some blood work done. Go get it checked. Go figure your shit out, because trust me, it's gonna benefit you in the long run. Like, imagine like you hooking up with a girl and you're the hard as rock, okay, and nothing wrong with that. Instead of running into these questions, or like these scenarios where it doesn't stay like that, like it goes soft, like, because it can be obviously their testosterone, it can be medication that they take. There's certain medications obviously affect the area down there. Or they're on some sort of hard drugs too that affect that down there. And I know somebody said, at what age does this start? Everybody is different. Some people, like, their testosterone starts to go like in their 20s when it shouldn't. This is why, like, if you feel like your drive to be intimate is low, or like if you're having issues staying hard like that, go get checked. Like, they're not gonna get, fellas, they're not gonna go in there and just be like, ooh, like, let me play with. No, absolutely. Or they're not gonna look at it and be like, wow, that's a small guy. We'll see. And like, that's a small one, smallest I've ever seen. If you feel me? No, they're not gonna look at it. They're not gonna play with it. They're gonna check your blood work to see what's going on. And it could just be easily as like giving you putting you on TRT. It could be thyroid issues. It could be a lot of things, and it just takes some medication to help fix that. That way you don't run into the issue of Mr. Limpy, and then the girl's like, yo, like, he couldn't get it in. All right, thank you, Perla. I appreciate you. All right, next question. So this guy I see once a week so often, and we have S, he always puts my hands down his crack. What does that mean? I think he's signifying, girl, that he needs his groceries eaten, maybe even played with, fondled with, right? Because that is weird. I've never grabbed a girl's hand and was like, yo, check out this crack. You know what I mean? Like, no. I'm thinking he's probably like putting your hand in there to see if maybe you'll think about doing it. And then he's going to be like, ooh, that feels like, don't stop. Or he's just going to let you do it. Right? So I think he's kind of slightly motivating you to try something. So it could be that. I'm thinking is that, because I've never grabbed a girl's boot or hand and was like, put it in the crack. Like, that's just weird. I've grabbed a girl's hand and just like put it here. That way they can see how they got me feeling, if you will. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, then obviously another guy hasn't done that to you, because, and then you kind of show them and they'll be like, ooh la la, hey, how's it going? What's up, Jason? How are you, bro? How's it going? You jumped in right into the spicy moments, as you can tell. We listen and we don't judge. Hell yeah, I do that shit. Like if the girl gets me all turned on, I'm gonna let them know what they doing to me. I'm gonna let you feel. I'm gonna let you feel what you're doing to me. I'll tell you that right now. Hey, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you. All the gifts. I see you, girl. All right, next question. Long-term friends with benefits. How do I break it to them that I am dating someone? Haven't been with friends with benefits in several months. Just tell them straight up. Be like, hey, we had a run. We had a great time. If I become single, I'll hit you up. But no, just be honest. Like, be honest. Like, why wouldn't you be honest? Be like, hey, I'm seeing someone, so I'm not gonna be able to do this anymore. Boom. That's it. Like, I think a lot of people overthink it. Like it's a breakup. If it was just a friends with benefits situation, and that's all it is. Like if a girl told me, hey, I got a man now, like we can't be doing this, I'd be like, okay. We were just friends with benefits. That's it. Like what the fuck? But if also he may catch feelings too, cause he'd be like, well, girl, what about me? I thought I was your man, right? You could run into that situation too. So again, it depends on how he's gonna react when you tell him, but you need to tell him, and then you need to tell him that way, like he doesn't message you either. Because imagine you're with this other dude, and then all of a sudden you get a message like, "Hey, come over at this time." Now this dude is gonna be like, "What the fuck? Like, who's this messaging you, telling you come over at midnight? Like, what the fuck?" So you don't want to run into that because, like, say you do block him, maybe he messages you on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and then like you run into those issues. So that's what I'm saying. Tell them straight up. That way they know. I would be like, all right, cool. She got a man. Like, cool. All right. And a lot of people I see in the comments, a lot of people are asking, where do you ask questions? So once a month for the lives, we do this once a month for the lives. I'll put up the question or the anonymous question thing over on my IG. So if you haven't followed me on IG, definitely follow me over there. You can follow me on Scar Talks. That's where I post all the questions. And that's usually where I put on the stories, right? And then you guys ask the questions, and then we'll go live as many times as we need to answer all the questions live. So if you guys want to participate in February's live questions, follow me on IG. And also, if they ban TikTok, follow me on IG because I'm live on IG and TikTok right now for those that don't know. And this right here, Scar Talks, is where I post all the questions. And just like TikTok. So if you're not following me there, go follow me over there. I don't want to hear it later on and be like, oh, like, what happened to you? Like, TikTok's gone. I had a hard time. No, I'm clearly telling you guys where to find me. All right, next question. Oh, and just FYI, I know people are asking, I go live Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you guys want to come and join the Sucia Talk, Sucia Chat, I'm going to be going live with people, and we're going to start going live and talking about people's cheating experiences, divorce experiences, and things like that. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot more stuff. So definitely tune in Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay. All right. So next question. Hi, I'm 40 years old, been married for 21 years now. My life sucks. He hasn't gone down on me in about 10 years. I recently asked him to do it, and his response was, I'm too old for that. Leave, girl. I found someone who does it without me asking. See, that's what I'm saying. But what you do need to do is actually leave your man because, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's so many people out there that are willing to do the things that you want done to you. But the only reason you haven't found them is because you're dealing with, like, a homie that doesn't want to do them, right? And there's somebody who's going to want to throw you around, give you hand necklaces, a little hair pullage, a little, all this action that you're missing out on. And you're not getting it because you're dealing with Mr. Comfortable over here, right? So if you had the conversation with your buddy, or not your buddy, your partner, clearly he's like, hey, it's not like we're too old for this. You're too old, buddy. I'm gonna go find someone who's gonna do it. Because no, you're never too old. There was this video, this TikTok that I forgot who posted it. The dudes were like, I think almost 70, still banging. You're never too old. You're just too lazy or too comfortable. Never too old, because if it's still rocking, why not? So I'm glad you found somebody that's gonna do it, but maybe leaving the dude that's not doing it, right? Like, and that way you're not caught in this toxic drama mess. You know what I mean? So following you on IG. Hey, shout out to everyone that does follow me on IG. Just because, again, if they do end up banning TikTok, we on IG too. So, all right, next question. Why some men take too long to I mean, I like the fact that he's not a minute man, but all night it gets tiring. Same issue for Head, or is it he's just not into me, but he's the one who always calls me over help. Now, most of the time, when they go for a long time, is because they're not really stimulated. Why, Edgar? Why are they not so stimulated? It's because they're watching these online videos. You know, the ones where they say, "Hey, the plumber came over. I had my plumber change my pipes, but then rearranged my guts," like type of situation, right? They have all these crazy scenarios on freaking on these online videos. So like that's what stimulates them. Real life is not really doing it for them anymore. Because imagine they're going out all crazy, 10-person gang bang like type of situation, and then you're over here just like one person, right? And he's just like, it's not the same, you know. So it could be that. Uh, or if he's harder for longer than 4 hours, please see a physician because he probably took something and it's not going down. Um, I would I think the best thing you could do is ask him. Don't feel like it's you. It's absolutely not you because I'm sure that thing is nice and warm and juicy and wet and it feels like, you know, I want to be in it too, right? But I think he's having some issues with like online videos, watching a little too much of that. So it's kind of an issue. So again, if being intimate, like if he's going way too long, see, and that's the thing, that's the hard part. Like there's some people like, oh, he goes too long. And then there's the other question where like, oh, he lasted 1 minute. You know, so if you have somebody who lasts about like 5, 10, 20 minutes, be happy. Be happy. Because at least he's not a minute person and at least he's not an hour person, right? So I know like you don't get to choose. Obviously, like I'm sure you would choose the perfect size, the perfect time, if we could all choose, right? So definitely bring it up to him if he's going on forever. He needs to get checked, or he's watching these online videos. It's probably that. So next question. How much do guys like it when a woman has one of those pulsating O's? Can you guys? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like what? Okay, I know this is why you guys here because you guys like how I just like talk about these things, right? Like there was this girl. She said a guy has never made her finish. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that because I'm like challenge accepted, right? Challenge accepted, and then when she finally she said that she used to fake it, so like obviously that's why I say don't fake it because if you fake it, then your person you're with is like he thinks he's straight destroying it when clearly he's not, right? So obviously like I don't know if it was her first time like with a guy or if she's done it before, but just the way her body language, oh, you could tell. And then she had a hard time keeping in like the loud moans or screams, if you can say, you know what I mean? Like, because she said that she's never felt like that. So that's why. And then when she did that, I was like, I need this every time because just the way she finished turned me on a lot. I was like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like the body motions, the twitching, like her trying to like push you away because it's just all these you know what I mean? Like this shit was hot. So of course I was like, I need to get her there every time. So, and again, don't tell me that a guy has never done that to you because I'm like, listen here, pretty lady, I'm gonna take you for a ride. All right, next question. Married 16 years, he's wonderful dad, provides for his fam. Our marriage has been rocky on the problems like any other. He loves to get deep throat and head 24/7, but he won't eat cat. I'm a clean person. I wax. He says he just doesn't like it. I don't climax with him. Maybe 4 out of 10 times we do it. Help. No, girl, you need to bring this up. Like, and especially if he doesn't like to go down on you, girl. If he doesn't like to go down on you, stop doing it on him. Because if he can't do it for you, you guys gotta reciprocate. Okay? Like if I go down on a girl, I'm kind of expecting, hey, take care of your boy. and if he's Like if she wasn't, I wouldn't be doing it. She'd be like, "Hey, how come you don't go? Because you don't go now. What the fuck?" It's like this ain't a one way street. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. And this is something you need to have a conversation with him. Be like, "Hey, we need to change some things up because guess what? I am not finishing. You know, uh, and just be. This is why I said like you have to tell your person you're not finishing. Like if I'm hooking up with a girl and it's not up to par, up to your standards, please fucking tell me because we need to change something. We need to fix this situation because I refuse to have that on my resume. Okay, you know, like we ain't having that over here because I love it when a girl finishes. Like that's a huge turn on for me. So my objective each time is for the girl to finish. Like not so much because if she does, then guess what? It gets me there fast. So that's why and then again, because you're gonna crave it, kind of like the other question, you're gonna crave it, and then you're gonna end up finding somebody else to do it for you. You know, and so, and who knows, maybe he's getting it somewhere else or he's doing it somewhere else because he just doesn't want to do it with you. Like he's just there to quickly give you what you need, right? That way you leave him alone, but maybe he's doing it with somebody else. That's also like a situation that could happen. You don't know. Okay. All right, next question. Is it a turnoff when women has a very high S drive? No, hell no. My friends with benefits tells me I'm too much and he can't keep up with me, and that's not the first time someone has said, no, you're finding the wrong ones. Where are you finding these guys at? Huh? Did you go to like the dollar store or something for these people? Like you need references for these people. No, absolutely not. Like I like it when a girl has a high S drive, because I like 2, 3 times a day. Let's go. You know, like we're not trying to, because at least minimum should be in the morning and at night. And if you can squeeze something in between, because I know people have kids and stuff like that too, I get it. Too, if you want to do a quickie, cool. But at least the morning and at night. Stop going to fucking Timu, you know. Stop going over to Shein and finding these guys on Shein because like, have you ever ordered something off Shein and then all of a sudden you get it and you're like, what the fuck is this? Trust me, it's happened to me. I remember I ordered some shirts and actually got my size. One of them, I swear, was like an extra small, and then the other one was like way too big. Same size. So they must have used 2 different models for the freaking the shirts. Because yeah, absolutely neither fit. But yes, there's nothing you don't have a high S drive. You just haven't found the person to match that energy. All right, hold on. It's making me match this puzzle over here. All right, next question. I've been seeing this guy on and off for about a year, mainly a friends with benefits. He sends me flowers, gets my nails done, but when I mention a relationship, he says he's dead inside. What does that even mean? I feel like he has to care a little to even want to send flowers and stuff like that. Or am I stupid? Girl, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go to that man. I need you to tell him that you guys are no longer going to hook up until he gives you a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation on what does dead inside mean. Because you have no clue what the fuck that means. Because I have no clue either what the fuck that means. He's clearly saying it because he doesn't want you in a, what's it called? In a relationship. And it could be his love language too, you know, like giving gifts and stuff like that. Because that's something that I like to do. Would I do it in a like situationship? Probably, you know, just to like keep you there, right? Sometimes they breadcrumb you that way to keep you there. Because if you bring up the word relationship, like, you know what I mean? It's like a fucking vampire. He's probably like, no, what the fuck? Get away from me. No, show him a cross, you know, show him a relationship title or something like that. No. So no, absolutely not. He clearly doesn't want to be in a relationship with you because if you brought up the word relationship or like, hey, are we gonna be something serious? He should be okay with it. You know, clearly he's not okay with it because of that. So you're gonna have to make a tough decision there. I recommend leaving that man because hell no. You know, like if I was talking to a girl and I brought up the word relationship and they said, "Oh, I'm dead inside," I'd be like, "Cool, I'm out." Like, or I would have her give me a, you know, PowerPoint presentation on what dead inside means. You know, spreadsheets and everything. maybe even an essay, maybe run some tests too, so something like that. Next question. Okay, help. I have been with my partner 2 years and 2 months. We have 4 kids. I recently found out that he cheated. There was a little distance between us for a bit after the last baby was born, but we still had S. Still did normal family things. I haven't confronted my partner. How would you go about it? I mean, if you guys took a break, maybe he thought it was cool to like go and hook up with somebody else. Because in his head, this is why you shouldn't take a break. Because to some guys, taking a break is they're single. Not necessarily, oh, we're doing our own thing. It's like, no, we're single. And so they might go mess around with some other girl. And if it's something that is bugging you, it's gonna keep bugging you, and it's gonna get worse and worse. So the best thing you can do, even if it ruins the relationship, how it's gonna get off of your shoulders, and like you're gonna have to tell him, and you're gonna have to hear his side of the story and see what he says. Because just because you found out about the one person he was hooking up doesn't mean that was the only person, and it doesn't mean that they stopped talking. What if they're still talking now, still hooking up now, and they feel like they've gotten away with it? So, now they're going to keep doing it. But if you've known this whole time, I would have brought it. The moment I had concrete evidence about this shit, guess what? I'd be like, look, listen here, look here, motherfucker. What is this? Because I would not wait. I would not hold that. Like, why? Why? I would rather ruin the fucking relationship than keep that inside and then have it fucking fuck me up inside, right? Because I'm sure it's messing with you. Like, you feel like, does he even love me? Like, what's going on here? Why would he do this? Is he still talking to her? And all these things. Hell no. Again, I've said it before. I would rather go through a heartbreak than deal with that shit, because that shit is worse. Heartbreak's only gonna last like a certain amount of time. Like that, going through that a whole like shady in your stomach feeling. No, hell no. That I would not want to go through something like that. Because have you guys ever gone through like a situation where they made you feel shady, or they were shady, and you just had that pit feeling in your stomach? You just felt sick. Oh fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. I would rather go through a fucking breakup than deal with that shit again. Absolutely. Heartbreak is only temporary. That other shit is as long as you let it go for. So, yeah, see, all these people that dealt with stuff like that, hell no. It's a no for me, dog. I'll tell you that right now. So, anyways, went for an hour. I'm going to try to go live for you guys. I got some things I need to do, but I'm glad you guys were able to join. So, if you guys missed most of the live or missed your question, I'm going to be posting this one up on YouTube. I'm going to do some bonus lives this weekend. It's not going to be the questions, but if you guys want to tune in for the questions, because I still have a shit ton of questions, next Monday and Thursday, we're going to go through and answer a bunch more questions. Like I said, Mondays and Thursdays, I do go live 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And also, do not forget, if they ban TikTok, go follow me on IG. Scar Talk is my the page where I post the TikToks and stuff like that, kind of like you see on here. Or like my personal page is also just Scarface. Like that's where I post my memes and funny shit, outfits, like my little thirst traps and stuff like that. And like that's where I post those. So anyways, go follow me Monday and Wednesday. Like I said, Monday and Wednesday we're gonna be going live, or Monday and Thursday, and answering the questions. This weekend, like I said, I'm gonna be also. So I'm not gonna put it on Spotify. It's just gonna be on my YouTube, just on the YouTube where I post the podcast too. Link is in the bio. Definitely check it out. So again, Mondays and Thursdays, we answer the questions. I'm going to go live this weekend. Vegas this weekend? What's up, Izzy? No, I'm not going to be in Vegas this weekend. Am I supposed to be? It's like, watch, I was supposed to be in Vegas? No, I'm not supposed to be in Vegas. I'm just going to go live this weekend. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure you guys tell your Sanchos that you're my girl now. Okay? So tell them that's their problem if they don't like it.